All right. Well, thank you for letting me record you for this session. Everyone, I would like to introduce you to Joe Simpson. He's the director of the Region 11 Comprehensive Center with McREL, which is a nonprofit, nonpartisan educational research, development, and service organization that helps schools and districts just improve learning outcomes for students. So thank you for being with us today, Joe.
My pleasure. Thanks, Leanna.
All right. Well, Joe, could you tell us a little bit about your background and involvement in the creation of the K-3 Literacy Guidance Framework document?
Yes, I'd be happy to. Well, first of all, I just want to let people know that I've been an educator in Wyoming for over 40 years and done every job: principal, special ed director, worked at the State Department for 13 years. So I have a real feel for reading literacy because each of the years that I've been involved in education, it's been a focus of my efforts, especially as a special ed teacher. As you mentioned, I am the director of the Region 11 Comprehensive Center. It's a 5-year grant funded by the United States Department of Ed. And the idea is to work with state departments on big problems in those states. I do serve Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wyoming. I have 2 projects in Wyoming. And this specific work, the Wyoming Department of Ed K-3 Literacy Guidance Framework policy document, was one of the first things that Jillian Balo and Shelley Hamill wanted us to look at to set the stage for reading literacy in the state. There had been a policy document previously, but both Jillian and Shelley wanted to update that and make the document, the policy document, more user-friendly for practitioners. One of the things that we did in working toward updating this literacy guidance policy document was to form a content expert team, and that was national experts as well as state experts to really dive in and discuss what should be contained in a practitioner-friendly policy document to address literacy. So that's exactly what we did. We started with that national and state content expert team. We completed the first formal draft, and then Shelley Hamill wanted to select some practitioners, Wyoming practitioners, to look at that literacy framework document and really make it user-friendly for practitioners. I will tell you, the 19 educators that we had that worked on that document came from a variety of positions in public ed in Wyoming, everything from teachers to instructional facilitators to curriculum directors. So we had a good cross section. That document was then completed, and Shelley Hamill and the Department of Ed accepted that and then put it online for people to use. So it is there. It's been formally approved by the department. So encourage people to go online to the department and get access to that document.
Well, thank you. And it is linked in this modular as well. So the principals can view it there, and they can also share that with their staff. So Joe, what do you think is the importance of this document for Wyoming administrators, teachers, paraprofessionals, families, and stakeholders?
Yeah, I'll put my high school principal hat back on. But just from the principal perspective, I would tell you that this document really provides a common language for Wyoming educators and families to better understand the expectations around reading literacy in Wyoming. You'll notice in that document there's terminology so that anybody that would pick that document up could look at the terminology and go through that document to better understand what are the elements required in a comprehensive literacy program. It really it provides guidance. There are 7 sections in the guidance framework document. It contains literacy instruction. It also includes indicators of reading difficulties. It addresses Wyoming's multi-tiered system of support. It includes selection of evidence-based resources. It has a discussion of terms, as I've mentioned, and there's a legal and statutory requirements section and a district reporting responsibility. So it does create that common language around K-3 reading literacy, but it also is clear about the role and responsibilities of districts and schools to meet the statutory requirements. So it's a comprehensive policy document that will really help practitioners and families and community members to understand the expectations for literacy in Wyoming.
Great, thank you. So digging really deep, how would you see principals using this document to drive evidence-based literacy instruction in their schools?
Well, first of all, it addresses the core elements for developing a school-level comprehensive literacy program. And I think practitioners would benefit from that. If you're reading the national literature, they're constantly vacillating back and forth around K-3 reading literacy. And this document really spells it out for practitioners in Wyoming. It provides guidance on the ESSA guidelines and the 4 tiers of evidence, which I think we all will benefit from. But again, it's that common language so that the principal can talk to staff using standard language that is supported in Wyoming. It also provides teachers and paraprofessionals an outline of what should be included in a comprehensive literacy program at the district and school level.
Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you would like to add before we conclude this video for the principals?
You know, I would only say that if I were still a principal, I would get the guide, I would go through it. I would charge a literacy team at the school level to review that document and kind of check off what we've included in a literacy guide for the school that I would be principal for. But I think it's a valuable document. I think the department did a great job by updating it and providing a fresh set of eyes on that document, and especially with a focus on a focus for practitioners to use that document to really develop their comprehensive literacy program in schools.
Well, thank you for your time.
Well, thank you, Leanne. Take care.